SaaS is going to help everybody, Comfort. It really is. It doesn't matter what industry you're in because of what Mr. Mufara has done. And Marty's gone over this and Colin's gone over it. All the tools that you need are in OnPassive. It doesn't matter what business you're in. Every business in the world today is online. I don't care if you're a steel maker. I don't care if you build homes. I don't care what you do. You are online because that's where the audience is. That's where the market is. That's where people see what you do. And because of that, they're going to come into OnPassive because we have all the tools they need to put their product in front of the individuals they want to get in front of. That's SaaS. And because of that, the whole world is, and we've known this for a very, very long time. Not only, I mean, you can take any product that OnPassive has, and the whole world's going to come in and use the products of OnPassive. I listen to Collins and Marty, and I want to, and again, this is part of SaaS. It's part of the data center. It's part of everything that OnPassive does. But when I listen to Collins and I listen to Marty, and they both touched on this, we're looking at a company that is going to have tremendous longevity. Why is that important? Well, it's important because we want to come in and we want to develop an income that will sustain us for a lifetime. Well, you can't do that with a mom and pop shop that's going to be in business for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. You can't do it because you want to leave that legacy to your family. OnPassive is going to be around. Collins talked about it earlier, IBM, 100 years. Well, OnPassive, their initial launch is bigger than IBM ever thought they were going to be. They really are when you think about it. Now, they're never going to admit that, but I can tell you flat out, I know IBM, I know OnPassive. Where am I going? I'm not buying stock in IBM. I'm in OnPassive. That's just the way it is. So as we look at everything that OnPassive is doing, yeah, everybody is going to come into OnPassive, Comfort. And it's not a matter, do I want to come in? Do I not want to come in? Will it help my business? Well, they have to come in. You know, and again, that brings up another term of OnPassive, digital transformation. If you want to do a digital transformation, if you want to do it right, and if you want to even be able to do it, because it's a really, really hard thing to do. It's hard to do a digital transformation. You come into OnPassive, I don't care if it's personal, I don't care if it's business, I don't care if it's government, you can do that digital transformation and make your digital your digital outline look the way it needs to look. Really. And as we look at OnPassive, and this is for the individuals that maybe you haven't been in OnPassive that long, you're an affiliate right now, or you're looking at OnPassive and you're going, well, should I look at this? Should I come in? And Marty's already told you, come in, take the free ride. You're going to love it. But it's so much more than that. We've been in about 5 years, and we've seen the journey of OnPassive. And as we look at the journey of OnPassive, the complexion has changed over the years. And it had to, because OnPassive went from a very small vision. Now, Mr. Mufaro always had the big vision, but he was going to do it in steps. And his vision just grew over time. And his vision it grew into what he initially wanted, which is OnPassive, what it is today. And as we look at the complexion of OnPassive, yeah, it's changed. It had to. The vocabulary of OnPassive has changed, as you've just listened today, SaaS, SaaS. Who knew what that was 5 minutes ago? Nobody. But the complexion has changed. But when we look at OnPassive, the core has not changed. And this is what's really, really important for those individuals looking at OnPassive. You know, they just came out with an affiliate agreement, and it really is a remarkable document. And everybody that comes into OnPassive, you're going to have to read that document. It is remarkable. Yeah, it puts OnPassive in a light that Mr. Mufara can control everything. We want that. Why? Longevity. We want longevity. We want to be able to have the time to come in and build what we want to build within OnPassive. But when you read that document, it tells you exactly what OnPassive is going to do for you. And that's what we all want to know. And when you start to understand what OnPassive is going to be doing for each and every one of us because of the affiliate agreement that we all sign, all of a sudden things start to become clear and clearer and clearer. And then you ask, okay, well, OnPassive is control all of this. Are they really going to do it? And then you start to learn about Mr. Mufara. And Mr. Mufara, And this happened 5 years ago when Marty, Dan, and I talked to Ash early on in our journey with OnPassive. He showed his heart. He showed what he wanted to do. Marty talked about it earlier, taking 97% of the people that fail and bring them in OnPassive and make sure 97% succeed. You win. And then you start to understand this is one of his main motivators. Ash, he knows what's coming. He developed all this. He worked with the tech teams. He worked with the finance. He worked with the marketing side of OnPassive. He knows what's coming. He knows the amount of volume that OnPassive is going to be doing and the dollar amounts that are going to be coming in. He doesn't care, guys. He wants you to be successful. And when you start putting all of this together, everything that Colin said, everything that Marty said, everything that Comfort has shared with us, and you put that in front of Ash Mufareh, you know that as you come into OnPassive, and I can say this, OnPassive will never say this. Well, no, I won't say it. We'll save it for another time. You will be successful. You will be successful. And I'll add more to that maybe later on. But yeah, we're in a unique place right now. OnPassive is doing things that's never been done, and we get to participate in all that.